Hey everyone, so this is going to be a silver slash gold stacking update video, I guess, my very first one. I've always been more of a rare coin collector and not really a bullion stacker, but even I can kind of read the writing on the wall at this point. I'm not an economic genius, I don't have any inside information, and I'm not the sky is falling type doomsday person. But I do see that my stock market portfolio is at an all-time high. I also see that household debt across the country is at an all-time high. And I can recognize patterns. You know, the last time we saw highs in the stock market, new highs in the stock market, and new highs in household debt were 2001, right before the dot-com bubble burst, and in 2008, right before the Great Recession started. So thought I would start doing a little bit of stacking in addition to my rare coin purchases. And here's what I've started with. This is a Silver Eagle monster box. I'm currently not using it to store any tubes. I don't have any tubes of Silver Eagles. In fact, outside of my rare coin collection, I only have 5 Silver Eagles at the moment. These are all 2020s, the new ones that just were minted a few months ago. And, you know, these were just bought at $2 over $2.50 over spot. I forget exactly. I have it in my spreadsheet, but that's not important. What's important is that they're not graded rare 70 coins. You know, they're bullion meant for getting silver at spot, basically. In addition to those 5, I also got 15 ounces in 5-ounce bar format. So I got 3 of these from SD Bullion. They have a special with these, so the first time you place an order with them, and it only works the first time, they will sell this to you at spot price. So you get a discount off of any kind of premium, and you get silver at spot, which is very difficult to do because most of the time you're paying some kind of premium. So I ordered one, my girlfriend ordered one for me, and then we also had one sent to her mom's house, so we were able to take advantage of the deal 3 different times with 3 different accounts. In addition to those, there's half an ounce of gold with 5 of these gold kookaburras. This is the first year that they did the kookaburra in gold, so it's a nice design on the coin, and I know I'm paying a little bit over spot for these, A, because they're a smaller amount of gold at a time versus buying a full ounce, and B, because they are a little bit of a semi-numismatic item, but the collector in me is probably always going to have a little bit of that mentality, and I realize that that won't let me stack as much weight as others, but it should also make it a little bit more fun for me. And then lastly, we have these shipwreck coins, which I bought when all the other silver stackers on YouTube were giving away codes to get, I think it was like 10% off or $3 off. But either way, it was a decent amount off of silver. So I got 5 of the first year design and 5 of the second year design. I figure at this point I'll just get 5 of each design until they're done with the series. I think there's 4 coins in total for the series. And then depending on how the premiums are on the secondary market, I can either make 5 complete sets to sell off, or just keep them in my stack if the premiums haven't increased at all. So yeah, like I said, I normally stick to rare collector's coins. That's kind of what I know. I know there's some stuff in here that has a little bit of a premium on it. I know some of the other silver stackers will shake their heads at that, but to keep myself interested, I got to go for some of the semi-numismatic stuff. And if I can balance that out with, you know, things like the 5-ounce bars at spot price, or close to in the future, since I've used up my 3 opportunities to get it at spot, I think that that'll be a good strategy going forward. I have a little bit of catch-up I need to do at this point. I should have started this a couple years ago when silver was a little cheaper, but I do think that when the next recession or market downturn hits, which I would have to assume is in the next year or 2, looking at all the numbers, I mean, it's not sustainable, the path that we're on. without some kind of a little bit of a reset. And I'm not talking, end of the world apocalypse, eating your neighbors kind of reset. I'm simply saying, silver hit $50 an ounce before. It will probably happen again the next time the market crashes, and then the market will recover and silver prices will go back down a bit, and that's when you load up your stack again. Because my portfolio is at an all-time high in the stock market, I have been shaving off a little bit of shares there to take some of those gains. I have some investments that are up 75% since I bought them, almost doubled in value. So it's easy to take a little bit of those gains and those profits, which I can only think is smart at this point, and then put it into something that is currently down from its all-time high, and which should reverse when my portfolio starts taking its next dive like it did in 2008. So thanks for joining me. If you have any thoughts, feel free to leave them below. I will continue with the stacking updates in addition to my rare coin updates. There'll be more rare coin updates than there will be stacking, but I think we're off to a good start here, and hopefully I'm right. Who knows? You could have another 10 years of the stock market doing nothing but going up and up and up, and maybe I sold off a couple of those shares prematurely, but I don't think so. Obviously, I'm putting my money where my mouth is on this one, and converting some of that, some of those stock market gains into precious metals, investments you can hold, as AppMax loves to say. So thanks again, everyone, for joining me, and I'll see you all soon.